There's a rush on as you all work overtime. May 3, 2013. Here in the spiritual realms, the realms where form is also possible but seldom availed of, we observe with joy and gratification the tremendous progress humanity is making as it collectively moves towards the grand awakening. Yes, you really are moving most auspiciously and determinedly towards that exciting event, and you cannot fail to reach it. Just continue to intend for humanity to awaken, and continue to hold love for humanity, every human without exception, in your hearts as you practice loving thoughts, words, and actions in your daily lives. And when you think you have failed, as many of you berate yourselves far too frequently for doing, perhaps for instance because you reacted angrily or self-centeredly, forgive yourselves immediately and remake your intent to be loving at all times. Dwelling with remorse on your apparent failures is an egoic distraction and drains your energy. It is basically an exercise in pursuing and embracing guilt which serves no useful purpose. When a mistake has been made, correct it if possible, and then move on. You are perfect divine beings having an embodied human experience, which means that you have chosen to experience limitation in knowledge, wisdom, intelligence, compassion, and love. Consequently, you will make errors and do or say things that you later, or instantly, will wish that you had not. Those are just lessons that you have chosen to learn, so note them and move forward. Life in your limited state of consciousness is a little like learning to play a musical instrument. You have to put in lots of practice to reach an adequate stage of competence, and even when you have achieved the standard that pleases you and that you aim to maintain, you still need to practice regularly, and even then you will still make errors. It is no big deal, it is merely life in the illusion. After many lifetimes on earth, humanity has collectively chosen this epoch as the one in which it will awaken. There's a rush on as you all work overtime to release the remaining aspects of yourselves that do not serve a divine purpose, and make your final preparations for this grand event. Whenever you feel that life is not flowing smoothly enough, that the stress and anxiety is getting to you, that you are too tired to continue, be aware of those sensations. Remind yourselves that where you are is where you have chosen to be for your own highest good, and that you are in fact always and eternally a beloved child of God. You are just having an unpleasant, terrifying, horrifying, miserable, relentlessly unsatisfactory, choose whatever adjective best suits the way you view your situation, dream or nightmare which is coming to an end. Then go to your place of inner quiet, that soft, safe space within. Center yourself as best you can and ask your guides for help with the situation so that you can see it more clearly. Add a positive spin to it or look for the humor in it. Truly there is always an amusing side to practically any situation if you can stop taking yourselves too seriously, and move courageously and optimistically forwards. You will definitely feel better after doing this. Remember, you exist eternally within the field of divine love which embraces all of creation. Consequently, you can engage with it any time you choose to do so, and as a result of the new energies surrounding your planet and supporting each one of you, doing that is now much easier. Re-engaging with it, for those of you who have been temporarily disengaged, is like starting to practice playing your musical instrument again after laying it aside for a while. You have not forgotten how to play it, but you are a bit rusty and have to do extra practice to regain your accustomed and intended competence. Love is your nature, and if you have not been practicing for a while then a little more focus is required. Rest assured that you will, if you ask for it, receive an abundance of help from your guides or anyone in the spiritual realms on whom you wish to call, because our joy is to assist you in your awakening process. To awaken is the name of the game for all of humanity. The last stages of the game are at hand, and all the players are gathering together to encourage and support one another in these final moments. All over the world awareness of the absolute need to treat everyone with respect, acceptance, compassion, and love is growing exponentially, and signs of that are showing up in the mainstream media. Peaceful demonstrations to raise awareness, to raise consciousness of the plight of the suppressed, of the enslaved, yes, Many are still effectively enslaved by unscrupulous and severely damaged leaders, and of the impoverished are occurring with increasing frequency and having a dramatic effect. For instance, the demonstrations against austerity in many countries where it seems that the rich get ever richer and the population pays, are causing the political leaders to step back and reconsider their options. They have many more avenues open to them than they wish to acknowledge because they do not wish to publicize options which, if exercised, would reduce their power and influence. Nevertheless, economic policies that have constantly failed to level the playing field can be discarded and replaced far more easily than the leaders in this field are willing to admit. And that is already happening. The new age has most definitely arrived as the new energies revive within each of you the aspects of your true selves with which you were endowed at the moment of creation. Compassion, generosity, acceptance, forgiveness, and most of all, the foundation on which those all rest, love. Know that all is well, and give thanks. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com